No heroism is greater than the motherhood. Hello everyone. We are here with the second part of the chapter 8, How do organisms reproduce? Moving forward with sexual reproduction, we are going to discuss about puberty and secondary sexual characters in this particular part. Sexual reproduction is the most common method of reproduction in animals, including human beings. Human beings are unisexual. Here, sexes are separate, means organisms have either male sex organs or female sex organs. They exhibit distinct sexual dimorphism, that is, males are different from females in their external characters. For example, their physical build-up, external genitalia, that is, their sex organs, accessory organs, and secondary sexual characters. Like human beings, other animals also have male and female sexes. The process of sexual reproduction involves formation of gametes and fusion of gametes. The process of formation of gametes is known as gametogenesis. Here, the reproductive cells which are involved in the process of sexual reproduction, known as gametes, are formed. These reproductive cells get fused with each other in order to give rise to the first cell of the life called zygote. The process of fusion is known as fertilization. Here we are going to discuss about both the processes in detail. The process during which male gametes called sperms and female gametes called egg or ova are formed is known as gametogenesis. The sperms are formed in the male gonads called testes during the process of spermatogenesis. So, the process of formation of sperms is termed as spermatogenesis, whereas the ova or egg cells are formed in the female ovaries during the process of oogenesis. So, here we have two types of the gametogenesis. For male gametes, it is known as spermatogenesis, and for female gametes, it is known as oogenesis. During these processes, the haploid gametes are formed, and these haploid gametes are fused with each other during the process of fertilization. Here in human beings, the process of fertilization is internal. It means fusion of male and female gametes takes place within the female body. The nucleus of the sperm fuses with the nucleus of the egg cell. This fertilized egg cell is now termed as zygote. Zygote is diploid and will divide in order to give rise to the new life. The reproductive system in human beings is very complex and highly evolved. It develops and functions under the influence of hormones. The reproductive system contains many organs that are distinguished as primary and secondary sex organs. The primary sex organs includes gonads, that is, testes in male and ovaries in female. These primary sex organs are involved in the formation of gametes as well as in the formation of sex hormones. These processes of formation of gametes and formation of hormones are under the control of pituitary hormones. The gametes, which are formed by primary sex organs, are transported via secondary sex organs. So, the function of secondary sex organs is basically to transport the gametes and to ensure the process of fertilization. Secondary sex organs do not produce sex hormones. They are under control of hormones produced by primary sex organs. The organs which are termed as secondary sex organs include genital ducts and glands. The reproductive organs in human beings become functional only after attaining sexual maturity, and the age of attaining the sexual maturity is known as puberty. We can define puberty as the age at which sex hormones begin to produce in boy and girl, and now this boy and girl will become sexually mature, that is, able to reproduce. In male, puberty occurs generally at the age of around 13 to 14 years, whereas in female, it appears between 10 to 12 years. In males, puberty begins with the production of testosterone hormone from testes. This testosterone brings about production of male gametes, that is sperms, by the process of spermatogenesis, and also develop secondary sexual characters. Whereas in females, puberty begins with the production of estrogen and progesterone hormones from ovaries. These hormones brings about growth and maturation of reproductive tract and development of secondary sexual characters of female. So here the characters we are classifying as primary sexual characters and secondary sexual characters. The characters that are present from the birth are called as primary sexual characters. For example, the male child will have penis and testes, and the female child will have ovaries and vagina. And the characters that are developed at the puberty are known as secondary sexual characters. So let us discuss all the secondary sexual characters of male and female in detail. The characters which indicate onset of puberty or sexual maturity in male are termed as secondary sexual characters of male. Puberty begins with the growth of hair in different areas of the body, such as armpit, in pubic region, that is around penis, on chest, on face, that is growth of beard and mustache in male. Muscles begin to develop and chest and shoulders get broader. The penis and testes will get enlarged. Testes will start producing the male gametes, that is sperms. The penis occasionally begins to become enlarged and erect, either in daydreams or at night. This occurs due to increased blood flow in the penis due to secretion of hormone testosterone. Sebaceous glands become active and release more oil, and due to that, the pimples might begin to develop. The feelings of sexual desire associated with adulthood will also develop. The voice become deeper or begin to crack due to enlargement of the larynx and thickening of vocal cords. The height begin to develop rapidly due to secretion of growth hormones from pituitary. Let us summarize all the secondary sexual characters of male once again. Growth of hair on pubic region, that is around penis, on chest, on face, on armpits. Development of the penis and testis. Larynx, that is voice box, stretches and the voice turns deeper. Adam's apple appears. The broadening of shoulders, development of muscles, secretion of more oil due to which pimples begin to grow, enlargement and erection of the penis begins during daydreams or at night. This is an important question for your board examination, so you need to memorize it thoroughly. Now let us begin with secondary sexual characters in female. The characters that indicate sexual maturity of female are termed as secondary sexual characters of female. Some of these characters are common as male, that is, growth of hair in armpit and in pubic region. Apart from that, there are many more like development and enlargement of mammary glands or breast. This is necessary as in mammals, the infants are fed with the breast milk of the mothers. Skin of the nipples at the tip of the breast begin to darken. The hip bones get broader as here during the pregnancy the development of the fetus will take place. The voice becomes high-pitched. Deposition of extra fat in various body parts like hips and thighs. Enlargement of fallopian tubes, uterus and vagina. The ovaries begin to release mature egg cells, that is known as ovulation. Menstruation cycle begins. Feelings and sexual desires associated with adulthood also develop. Now let us summarize with secondary sexual characters of both male and female. Certain common features are growth of hair in armpit and in pubic region, change in the voice, the male voice turns deeper and begin to crack, and the female voice becomes high-pitched. Development of the sexual organs, that is enlargement of penis and testis in male and enlargement of ovaries, uterus and vagina in female, along with the development of sexual arousal. Broadening of the shoulders in male and broadening of the hip bones in female. Development of the pimples in both. Note down all the secondary sexual characters that we have discussed in the video and take care of yourselves.